A big day for students across the Triad with several local graduation ceremonies happening today.
You can feel the excitement already. Now, Guilford Early College will start the morning off with their ceremony in just a few hours, 10 a.m.
Yeah, Manning Franks is live this morning. Manning, have you seen students walking around? What's it like?
So no one walking around just yet. We've actually had some individuals we just kind of were talking to literally a few seconds ago going and setting up in the auditorium behind us. We still have 2 more hours before it starts officially in the auditorium here on Guilford College's campus. Now, for those of you unaware, this is the very first, the kickoff of the, shall we say, the Guilford County Schools graduation season. The first one is the Early College at Guilford, which is a partnership between Guilford College and Guilford County Schools. It's an early college program that they have here. Now, what a lot of the times happens with this one, first off, it was established back in 2002. Now, that's really cool, but what you may not be aware of is that this is actually the oldest early college, like, all over North Carolina, across the state. So that is a feat in and of itself. But one of the coolest things is the principal, who has been in the business for 34 years of education. Well, he's also retiring and putting up his cap. So we got to speak to Dr. Pete Cashabara, who is again retiring just as much, or just as this is his last graduation that he will have with his kids. And so he says the final few months really for him have been really emotional.
It's been a very emotional month and a half since made the announcement to our community. It is such a special and welcoming place that the families have taken us in and make us feel just families with them. They're part of the push and passion for our school. That's the piece that I think we've we've shared a lot of smiles, a lot of laughter over the last several weeks.
Now, Dr. Cashabara has led the early college at Guilford for the last 6 years. The school opened in 2002, as I said, with a partnership between Guilford County Schools and Guilford College. But Dr. Cashabara says the most fulfilling part of his work has always been the relationships. That's with the students, the parents, the staff, and of course the teachers. And after more than 3 decades in education, he says it's time to take a breath and be more present with his family.
I've served 34 years in what I've considered my life's work. And I think it's time to take a breath and be a full-time dad for a little while and get my wife's to-do list done.
So this is nice little, shall we say, a putting up of the cap where they're going to put the tassel on either side for their graduation. But obviously it's going to be also a goodbye for this principal who has been here for so long in education. Only 6 years here at the early college, but as the high schoolers transition into actual college itself, I know it's going to be a bittersweet moment for everybody. So that'll happen at 10 o'clock today here at Guilford College, and they'll also have Greensboro College Middle College, which will be at 1 o'clock this afternoon, and then at 4 o'clock, UNCG's Middle College will also have their graduation. Live here in Guilford College in Greensboro, I'm Manning Franks, WFMY News 2.